And game one here, we have them versus TSYMQ. And so immediately I can already see a change because them has finally brought a flagship to the game. They bring Regolo, Yu Yang, Z52, flagship Kondi, Yoshino, Smolensk B. Pretty sure that's supposed to be regular Smolensk, but they'll probably get a reminder about that. And then Worcester with Ledge Mod. It's not a forfeit thing because you can bring regular cements, but I know that teams have been asked just to bring the non-B or non-CLR versions or such. So, yeah. Anyway, for the team of TSYMQ, we got Z42, Z52, Clausewitz, Colbert, Salem, and Edgar. So no...
Arms for liberty and justice.
None for them. They don't have a flagship. And so as I look in here, some initial thoughts. First off, neither team bringing a battleship means that you're going to have the you're going to have no major strikes there. Clausewitz for the side of TSYMQ are going to be very good at being able to farm down the Worcester, the Smolensk, the DDs. They're really good at that. Salem radar is nice. It's not as good as DM or Brisbane or such because you don't have as long... You have the disadvantages, but you do get the super heal, and with no Godins, it can be an advantage. Now, a couple things to watch. So, Clausewitz versus Yoshino out here. Clausewitz is going to have the initial advantage depending on how the positioning goes. You're going to expect the Yoshino to come to there and then cut back. You're going to expect the Clausewitz to be looking to do the same. Question is, do they spot each other? And Clausewitz is going to have some. But if the Edgar ends up going forward... And pardon me on that, Edgar also has radar. I forgot that for a second. If Edgar ends up going, we're going to see. I could see him going here, or he could position here. That will provide an advantage for them to 1v2 on Yoshino. Meanwhile, you're going to see this push out here. Regolo, Yu Yang are going to take it. This gives them some options. They can cut back this way to C. They can come down here. Or they can go straight through and wide. So it gives them a lot of options they can see as they start to see deployment. Worcester's going to want to sit in this area. Kondi, we're going to see where he goes. And Smolensk is taking a backwards angle, but you got to think he wants to still focus onto the Z52. And so we'll see where they go. So first cap does go, courtesy of that boost, to the side of them, and they're moving forward on to the flank. So with the Regolo and Yu Yang, it looks like they're just going straight out wide, so it's going to be either option 2 or 3, what I said. They're not going to cut back to start. Edgar's going to radar. They will spot the Z52 by the skin of his teeth, and this gives them the advantage of that even though the Eobard Thon was not hit by the Edgar, he can't get back into the cap until after the Z52 of James Wu takes it, because there is nothing there to stop them from capping at this point. And so you can see that cap having been taken. Now we're starting to see these pushes. So you're going to see the setup here. Z42 is going to picket line here. He can cut off and go north if he wants, but he's going to have to watch out for that. Salem's positioned so that if something tries to cut straight through here, he has shots. Colbert and Clausewitz are probably going to head out this way. Z42 also has the ability to smoke them. You're going to watch as the Regolo and Yu Yang come around. They're going to want to stay on the flank and spot. So the Z42 being able to catch them is going to be critical for the spotting. Worcester's already positioning there. Conde heading out wide. They want the play on the flank. But as we watch in here, critical question. 1, Yu Yang is radar Yu Yang. So lack of ability to smoke means he's stuck with just the Regolo smoke. And so with him being stuck with just the Regolo smoke, he's going to have to be a lot more cautious. Yes, the Yu Yang still has a 5.8 detect, but you're facing a Z-42 that has a 6.2 detect and 6-kilometer hydro. So you're going to see these shots soon, and Conde is not quite in a position yet to do anything. Wooster is, but he's kind of locked. So we're going to watch this fight because this is going to be big. You're going to see these Z-52s just sitting, denying each other over here, and you can see exactly what I said with the Clausewitz and Yoshino. They're sitting out here just picket lining to make sure nobody comes through. Edgar being repositioned is going to be interesting. Early move from TSYMQ may pay dividends. Rigolo also has a 7.2 detect. So watch here, Z-42 is going to get a rude awakening in a second, but he's going to see the Rigolo. Actually surprised he doesn't see the Rigolo yet. Oh, they're on a collision course. 3, 2, 1, spotted. Yawen should know that there's going to be more there. Yu Yang pops the radar. That's going to tell Yawen all he needs to know about what's where. And big hits onto the Rigolo. 11k off him. That's a third of his health already gone. And remember, Yu Yang cannot smoke. Now, Yawen taking major chunks, but here come the shots onto... Here come the shots onto the Yu Yang. Takbeer dodging well. But they get the Z-42. Yawen gets absolutely roasted by the Rigolo and Takbeer. And so that's a big first kill for them. Them finds the DD. They're able to get him out of there. And so now they have the edge there. They do pay with a third of the Rigolo's health, but there's nothing out there that can spot it now. Now, that being said, Clausewitz is going to be able to do some work on the Conde. You can see the shots came in. Already took 10k off of him. Hasn't popped the heal yet, but he was briefly spotted, forced to use the DCP, and that's a perma-fire, which is a little bit annoying. He's going to pop the heal, which will counter it, but that's a perma. This has allowed the Wooster to move up. So Wooster moves up. He's going to sit himself here on this island. This is going to give him the ability to watch towards these ships out here. And if the Salem tries to peek up too far, it's going to give him ability. He's going to turn actually slightly in. Looks like they're going for more of a... looks like they're going to go for more of a play over here. So he can go out this way, which gives him line on the back. But we'll see. It's slowing down. He probably just wants to be angled out so he can get out of there safely. Edgar and Z-52 in smoke. This has caused Eobard to be in trouble because Edgar has the radar going for another 18 seconds. Clausewitz pushing up, unashamed, unscared. Z-52 down to 7,000. He does not have DCP, remember, at this point. He has used his DCP. That's big. He takes a chunk. Radar's about to go down. Will they get him? They need this trade back if they want a chance to win. Doesn't look like they're going to get him. He gets dark. But how much more HE does he take? Does he take any more hits? They are trying to pepper him. 3,000. He's been forced away, but they haven't been able to finish the kill. Clausewitz, meanwhile, of Panda, is fighting Dino. And this is what I talked about. Yoshino, yes, has really good guns, but the Clausewitz is just going to burn him. He hasn't used the DCP yet, so expect it if a third fire comes here. But he's already healing, so he's in a really troubled spot. And so Eobard makes his way out. Yoshino trying to run away. He does get dark. Max is at 51k for now. Meanwhile, Clausewitz of ELS is, or FLS, pardon me, very, very much not having a good time right now. Dodging those. Yu Yang goes in, but Salem is positioned for this. This may have been a critical misstep by the Yu Yang. I don't know if Takbeer gets out of this one alive. He's trying to turn, but this is going to encourage the Salem to move forward. He's got to watch the Conde, but Wenro is going to look for the kill. Takbeer trying to get out of there. Already down under 10k. Pops the DCP. More shells in. Watch for another fire. Another fire might be the difference maker. He's trying to get himself into a position. Oh, he is on fire. Here come the shots, and beautiful focus fire from the side of TSYMQ. They're trying to finish him off. 2,000 health. Salem is taking damage here, but it doesn't matter. Takbeer goes down. That was a little bit too early. Wenrose sitting there primed and ready. FLS is being forced away, but now they're able to focus in onto the Wooster of Ferry. And Ferry in trouble. 43,000 health. Remember, he doesn't super heal. And so these shots here are going to be devastating to him. They're looking for the Clausewitz, and this has dragged the focus off of the Wooster for now. However, Mixa Gonna have to smoke up. Clausewitz has 2 seconds left on heal. Looks like he's gonna die unless he can get dark in the next 10 seconds. And he's choosing to just continue firing, which means he's accepting he's probably dead for more damage. And there's the fire. That will be the kill. You can see the last shots come out. FLS goes down. Second kill to the side of them. They are down, though, 30 points still and 2 caps. And look at this play here. I love this. So while we were watching all of that, the Edgar has cut across. Edgar is going to be able to do 2 options. One, he can pinch the Wooster there, or he can set up here to look at the Condi as they go. Z52 and Clausewitz are going there, but Z52 and Smolensk for the side of them is trapped. They have to cut down here. It's going to take them a while. Edgar's already got himself to one of the islands, and there's nothing that can hit him right now. The Conde's not in range. Smolensk isn't going to be able to do enough to be effective. Wooster not spotted. That does hurt the Salem. He does have a heal coming soon. Edgar slows down. He'll pop the radar. That will spot the Wooster. And we'll see where they go from there. Conde is using heal. Deepest dungeon back up to probably about 45k when that's done. AP shots are in. Can they get the angle? Not yet, but Edgar of New Oli going straight around. Now, the danger is he's showing a lot of broadside, and here comes the Smolensk now. That is a way more aggressive position than I was expecting. We'll see how it goes for him. He's got to land these shots. Shots are just a bit off right now. He's paying for it with a lot. Z52 steaming in to try to radar him, but nothing they can do yet. And yeah, Edgar getting the way worse end of this trade. There's the AP. Farm is ready with the AP salvo. This is going to hurt. And here comes Dino. Dino looking for it as well. Edgar doing an admirable job of dodging. Has not popped another heal yet. He's just going to run for the smoke right now. There's the heal pop. Remember, Eobard's still low. 100-point lead for the side of TSYMQ. You've got to find the kills. And the kill is probably onto Wenru if you're the side of TSYMQ. You're going to send the Conde straight forward. He's going to have the shots on the Sam. They're going to look for that. But they get the Colbert! They get the Colbert early. That puts Wenru even in a worse spot because the Colbert at least was going to harass the Conde, but now he can't even do that. And this game is tense. 2-ship advantage and 40,000 health for the side of them. But they're in a danger spot with capping. And the Z52 is going into A. They're saying, hey, it doesn't matter if you get B and kill our Salem if we make it so that you don't have any caps. And it's a minute 34 to victory. Radar there will spot. We'll see how much damage he can do here onto the Wooster. Shots are over. They're going to hit the Wooster. Not as good as he wants, though. He wants a little bit lower. He wants that Citadel. He's not getting it right now. There's the shots hitting well. Salem moving forward. He gets the heal executed up. And so now the Conde trying to get him. How much damage can the Salem do? Salem's super heal really coming in handy here. Wooster trying to heal back. We're not seeing any gun breaks. Looks like Wenro trying to do gun breaks here with where he's shooting. If the Wooster keeps giving the butt straight to him, though, that's going to be Citadel City. There's a gun break. Yeah, this should be Citadel City on the aft of the Wooster. 3 caps to 1, 23 seconds left. They're going to have to kill Wenru, and they should get Wenru here. Conde coming straight in, but that's not going to be enough in and of itself. And there's the Citadels finally happening. Does he kill before he goes down? He does not, but the Smolensk B goes down in the background. That should be enough at this point for TSYMQ to claim game number 1. Salem doesn't get the kill, but they don't have access, and you can see Z52 full health versus another one. Clausewitz goes down, still a fight going on. Yoshino health almost gone. Remember, he can't heal anymore. And here comes the challenge point. They're about to spot each other at knife fight distance. And Eobard knows he has to go in, but here it comes. They're going to spot each other, and this absolutely favors James Wu. James Wu, how quick are his guns ready? His guns are already ready. That should be game. Whiffs the first shot. Second shot coming in. Eobard doing his best to get nose in, present a small target. Conde and Wooster going in, but they get the Yoshino and they get the Z52, and that will do it. Your winner of game 1, 1 game away from losers bracket finals, is the team of TSYMQ. Them had the ship advantage until the very last second, but map control abandoned them, and TSYMQ is winner.